this stuff up. This is unbelievable. Yeah. Welcome back, I'm Tedward. Welcome to sunny Michigan and welcome to the craziest SUV on the market today. This is the 2026 Cadillac Escalade V with its LT4 supercharged 6.2-liter V8, making 682 horsepower, 653 pound-feet of torque, powering all four wheels. This body-on-frame behemoth comes in at about $172,000, but it is probably the most rowdy vehicle I have driven in quite a long time, and I think maybe is second only to the Factory 5 Cobra that I drove. This is unbelievable. You can't believe that this is legal in the States. The sound that comes out of this exhaust is outrageous. The European mind couldn't imagine this being on sale today, and even I can't imagine it being on sale today because all these automakers are telling us what they can't make. Everyone's going to tiny displacement 4-cylinders on their SUVs with turbos, and meanwhile, Cadillac's out here supercharging their V8s and giving us essentially a ZL1 Escalade. Unbelievable luxury, unbelievable installation. This is a Aegean green, Aegean stone.
Aegean stone.
The Aegean stone, the brackish water of the Aegean Sea. We can't stop with this, but either way, we have spent the entire weekend together because I'm here for Tedward Drive's Sweet Baby B, Chris Brower's bachelor party, and actually, we're all wrapped up. We had a good time. We did a Durango RT392 road trip video on the way up to the lake house at Lake Leelanau in the northwest part of Michigan. We went to Traverse City. We saw all kinds of great things, but this was our chariot, or at least it was your chariot, because you got to choose what you were driving up to your own bachelor party, which was fantastic. And honestly, the Durango and the Escalade, while vastly different in approach, are incredibly fun giggle machines. And this one, even though it weighs over 6,000 pounds, still launches 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds. I mean, come on, dude. This is nuts. The penalty is fuel. So here's some things about this that are very bizarre. Yes, it's $172,000, but you'll never have to open your own door again, but it is a little wonky.
You never have to open it until you have to open it the rest of the way.
And then it's not great. The earlier versions of these didn't have automatic opening doors, but they had the hardware inside. So they were like awkward to open. Now they finally have this. Oof, not a 392. But it is kind of fun, but it does become a party trick. And we literally were at a party all weekend, and it was a fun party trick. People getting into the Durango after spending time in this felt like they were like, oh, this is such plebeian stuff. Why would I open and close my own doors? In the back, this is where the money starts to maybe dwindle a little bit, because these are just the same seats that you might find in, say, a Tahoe, a Yukon, a Suburban. And the third row, ample enough, does the job. Not the lap of luxury. In the rear, there's Tedward Drives with his 511 frame, loads of room. You've got 3-stage heated seats, no ventilated seats. It bothers me only a little bit because in a $59,000 Telluride, the rear passengers do get ventilated seats. Otherwise, materials, it's a nice truck. You get some carbon accents, which you're going to see when we're up front, and you have this package here with the crazy screens. You can watch YouTube and Hulu and HBO. Your passengers will be happy. That is a good thing. Ooh. And then, come around back, we press the giant Cadillac emblem. Opens up to our stuff, and hopefully I don't break everything in my bags when we do launch controls today. Honestly, not that bad for storage space. My GX is much tighter when the third row is up, but you can get the ESV, which is the longer version, the Defender 130 of Escalades, and that gives you a whole bunch more room. You've got this monster AKG subwoofer back here. It's got 36 speakers. I believe the IQ gets 38. Fantastic sound system, but the real sound system in the Escalade V is these pipes. They genuinely look like they're designed to amplify sound at the end. They look like those old-timey hearing aids that you'd see on, remember the Family Guy bit they do that with? And it's raucous, it crackles, it pops. They put little Easter egg Cadillac emblems all over this. There's even one right there in that light. These wheels are 24 inches, not something we haven't seen from GM because they're putting 24-inch wheels on their Sierra and Silverado EVs. Not my favorite. You've got Air Ride and Mag Ride. It does a decent job of absorbing the things and keeping the thing flat in a corner, although there's quite a lot of squat and dive. We'll see that when we get out there. But I do think a bit of sidewall would go a long way in creating a better driving experience. The wheels are pretty handsome. These are not stickers. It's actually properly in there and built in. You've got the V badge on this wheel, which I think looks really hot. You've got 6 lugs holding this thing down because you could, of course, tow with it, and a 285 section tire all around. Monster brakes on this thing, but they don't look big because the wheels are so enormous. Let's get under the hood. Oh, that is annoying. It is starting to do this now, and so that's the thing. When they work, they're great. When they don't work perfectly, they are a bit annoying.
Every time I spend a week with a car with power doors,
there it is.
I'm annoyed by the end of the week. No matter what car it is, it could be a 7 Series, it could be a Genesis G90, it could be an Escalade, I'm always so irritated by the end of the week.
It's crazy. And here's the thing. This is what you're paying all the money for. Yep. You're paying money for the opportunity to have this power plant in this chassis. It's kind of worth it, I think. It starts at $168,000 because find me another way to do this. I mean, yeah, you could go and swap your thing. It's not under warranty. But you know what's funny about this? Even with almost 700 horsepower, I want more. I want the Hennessy version of this. I want 1,000 horsepower. I want 1,200 horsepower. I want this to be an absolute ripper. But look at the size of the supercharger pulley. What do they call this? The
BAS.
The BAS, the big ass supercharger. This one hand built by Matthew Wachowski.
Thanks, Matthew.
Thanks, Matthew. That's great. Matthew.
Thanks, Matthew.
Anyway, we appreciate Matthew's hard, laborious work in the GM factories for giving us the opportunity to scoot and shout in this Escalade V. So let's go for a drive.
Courtesy of Matthew's big hands.
Big hands, Matthew. Gotta have big hands if you're working on a V. Okay, this is what it's all about.
Walk around the car so it can open my door for me.
I had to press my brake pedal and then it closed. Screen City, baby. If you're not into screens, just walk away. This is not for you. But it's honestly, I've gotten used to it. And you have a screen over there in which you can do like YouTube. We've been like watching.
Let me watch you.
But that touch screen sometimes is wonky. I've had a hard time with it.
That's not great.
Now, you'll notice on the camera right now, there it goes, you can see it, but watch when I put it in drive, it goes, oh, there it goes. Now it goes dim. So it makes sure that it's essentially completely polarized. I can no longer see it as a driver. So if I put it back in park, it comes alive. I think it even dims a little bit for you, which is a bummer. Oh, there's me driving a Land Rover Defender V8 130. Trim, lots of carbon fiber, kind of fun. Into drive. Oh, it is warm.
Good thing the truck senses when you're warm and puts the ventilated seats on for you. Which means someone at GM is collecting data of our body temperature.
They're checking our body temperatures. They know I'm all riled up. So let's see, where's our mode button? There it is. It's just a button that says mode. Sport mode. It still is a body on frame truck. Like, we're gonna go over this. It absorbs it for sure. But if you've driven a Suburban, you'll understand. If you've driven a Suburban though, you are gonna be very confused by the burbles and pops. Let's go V mode. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All I have to do is hit it once?
Yep, and then if you want manual, it's the little M button up there.
Okay, well, we'll just hit it. These brakes, good Lord. They work, but there's so much squat and dive. What's funny though is there's no roll. It stays so flat.
It does. It's like unsettlingly flat.
And this doesn't want to turn. You can tell they designed this mostly to do some straight line stuff and just hit quarter miles, light to light, be rapturous from its exhaust. But it's definitely not a car you'd ever, they shouldn't allow it on a racetrack. Like, you would never go to a track day in this and they'd be like, yeah, go for it. Go do it. Dude, you can make that. I know that's slow, but like, you're not that slow.
This is what you tow your race car to the track with.
Absolutely. Let's do a little launch control. 4.5.
I think that's the best. I think I was doing like 4.7.
Just the silliest vehicle. I love red lights in this thing because it means that I get to go again. I know what it's like to be terrorized by an Escalade. The front of this thing is so intimidating. But watch the way this thing downshifts. Like, we're just chilling, 70 miles an hour. What a ripper. All right, we're starving. We need to go get some Culvers. So let's get over to our favorite Midwest fast food spot for one last dish. Like, we've had it twice already this trip, and I'm good for one more. And then, ooh, Hellcat, Durango, love that. Jailbreak. It's a jailbreak.
It's got purple calipers.
This is so well insulated. It really is funny because you were asking when I was driving behind you, you're like, can you hear it? And I'm like, yeah, I can hear it. It's like having a data center in your backyard. And this is like a soundproof booth where you're like, oh, is it loud outside? You're like, yes, it's very loud outside.
You ruined our neighborhood. Me at Detroit Airport yesterday, 2 days ago.
That's the craziest burbles. Maybe the craziest burbles since F-Type R.
Yeah, I never drove one of those. Well, I drove the new ones that didn't have burbles. As many burbles.
When that came out, I remember the early ones had crazy burbles, and people were mad because they were like, they're synthetic. Oh my God, that's the guy with the Hyundai.
Yeah.
This is
a Segway.
This is some Chris Amos stuff right here. Just gonna come down here. You can't make this stuff up. This is unbelievable. Yeah. Bro. I'm still watching him in the camera. It does not want to corner. That's for sure. Every time I turn it, it's like, no. Just quarter miles, please.
It is like, you know how like museums move historic buildings? I feel like that's like this going around a corner.
That's
like,
not unfair, honestly. Yeah, that's true.
It's like steering a castle.
We're so tall in this thing.
We are. Yeah. Anybody below, like if Emily was standing in front of this, you wouldn't see her.
No, you need the camera.
Yeah.
If you've driven a Silverado or a Sierra, you know exactly what the front of this vehicle looks like.
You should show the AR mode.
Oh, that's right. Where is the button?
I will get it for you. Oh, except you have to dismiss this first.
I'm still in like launch mode.
Around the corner. There
we go. Yeah, so if you do need to see what's in front of you like that, you've got it. I love how we're at a point now in the auto industry where it's like, you could look outside, or you could look at the screen that shows you the outside. Let's actually just go in real quick.
Yeah, let's do it.
Reset our lives, because good Lord, am I hungry.
I'm on E.
Yeah, I'm going to park over here, because no one will park over here.
Yes, good call.
But this is where the Amos has not been able to park this car every time.
I noticed that.
Every time he parks it like 2 or 3 times, and I would love it if I could like redeem myself right here. The camera's not low enough though. I can't tell that I'm about to like destroy the front of the car on this embankment.
You gotta go into your parking cameras, which they've got park assist. That's nice.
Interesting. Camera?
Yes. Duh. Sorry.
You know what? Good enough.
I'd call that a pass.
That's a pass.
This ad is an hour and 5 minutes.
Is that why we're making money?
I've just been letting it play. I'm like, geez, this ad's been long. Yeah, it's a movie. It's like a Hot Wheels movie ad.
Okay. Well, let's go eat.
Okay.
Oh, I feel so rejuvenated. Culvers, man. They should be paying us, but I don't even care. I'll support them for my lifetime. It is the best. I love eating in a Culvers, too. And there's a killer Fiero here. I mean, it's... Car spotting in Culvers is actually pretty good.
It's a little treat for us when we walked out.
Yeah.
I said, oh my goodness, there's a Fiero.
Great cameras in this thing. It's actually really easy to kind of navigate the behemoth of this Escalade V. It's got the historical plates on it.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's
Double beige.
Automatic. Little bit of a bummer, but check out those quad tips.
This would be a good maneuverability test for you.
Please don't crash into me like Dave Matthews. Do you know the story of the Dave Matthews bus in Chicago?
No. Oh, yes!
So
where they rained their sewage down on the people?
Yeah, for any of you who don't know, Dave Matthews' band was on tour, and they were in Chicago, and this thing feels really big right now. Oh. I wish I had quad steer for this turn, because this is actually going to be a little bit of a dicey maneuver.
I have to buy the IQ to get all those steering.
Yeah, because this Silverado's...
I think you'll clear it.
Think or no?
Cameras. Here.
See, that camera I don't love.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess we're good. Okay. Yeah, it just feels yucky. It just feels yucky. Plus, then he did the thing where he like hit his key and he's like, "I'm watching."
Yeah.
I know. I'm being careful. So anyway, Dave Matthews, they're on tour. They go to Chicago. Their bus driver needs to dump the sewage. This is a one-way. Of course. No one can read anything. We'll get through this story eventually. How much has happened in 100 feet? Good Lord.
At least we saw a Fiero.
At least we saw Fiero. So he needs to dump the sewage out of the tour bus, and he goes over this bridge where there's all these people on a like a river tour, and he dumps it through this bridge grate, and it goes onto the people in the thing. So it's just never forget.
Yeah.
Never forget.
They run those boats all day through Chicago, so the odds were he was going to hit a boat with a bunch of tourists on it.
They were fined. None of Dave Matthews' band was in the bus, so it's not their fault. It's their driver's fault, but still, it's funny.
I love the way we're pulling out of Culvers. So anyway, they dump the sewage.
Human being. Make sure that sweet tea doesn't... Listen to these tires. Does not want to turn. It's crazy. Do you see what I mean? How this is a straight line vehicle in the truest sense. We get in that corner. It wasn't even like, oh, lift. It's like I didn't breathe on the throttle, and we're still just squealing tires the whole way around.
It hates corners.
It really doesn't like to corner.
It's a very old school muscle car in that way. You know, we're in the day and age where normal muscle cars can go around corners. These are kind of the true muscle cars. You know, these big body on frame SUVs, though not a lot of other fast body on frame SUVs exist. There are trucks, yes, but this is kind of it.
There's something like it ahead of us, a G-Wagon. I mean,
yep.
You get in a G63, I think that corners about as well as this.
Maybe a little bit better.
Maybe a little bit better.
Smaller.
Yeah.
Lighter. Barely.
Oh, I do just love this thing out on the highway, though. It's so relaxing.
I just nailed my funny bone on this like piece of metal on the center console. It's got super
There we go. Hands free.
This will steer now for you. The only requirement is that you look at the road. Sometimes the system gets a little confused because it sees the camera on your face and it thinks you're like not looking or something.
Yeah, Super Cruise is interesting because it was definitely the best in the game for a while as far as I was concerned. Now I feel like Blue Cruise has superseded it a little bit. FSD is just another level, but I don't really drive a whole lot of Teslas.
BMW Assist Plus, I think, is better as well.
It feels nervous now. Like, I'm going to put the blinker on. It's going to do its lane change. I think it does it. It just takes a little while.
You can also set it to automatically do the lane changes. Like, you can have it have its own etiquette. So if you're coming up on someone that's slower, it'll just go around without you having to use the signal.
It's good etiquette, but it is just, it's always like a little slow. And in any level of traffic, I just feel like it's a little too slow.
Eventually you just do that.
Yeah.
But it does feel settled in on the highway as far as like the ride quality with the air suspension, the mag ride, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
The steering weight's good on the highway. It's just like, it really is a cruiser.
It is. And you know what? Despite the fact that this thing can take down an oil refinery and fuel under full throttle, it doesn't do too bad on the highway. You can get up to like 20 miles per gallon if you're being very reasonable with your speeds and your throttle inputs, and you're not climbing any mountains.
Yeah, my highest was 20.9. I don't know what metric they use for giving you your best, like your high score. I think it's funny that they even do that in this. But I managed 20.9 at some point. Another good thing about these big SUVs too is like the interior packaging. Like if you're going on a road trip, like I have so much room over here. Like we're like an acre apart.
This is like Hummer H1 distances.
Yeah, like the Escalade is big. And then like surfaces, like everything you touch is good. Lower down there's some scratchy plastic stuff, but you know, where you're resting your arms, where you're putting your cups, that's all surrounded by carbon fiber, and you've got the nice leather bits and stuff.
You're talking similar money to the Maybach SUV, the GLS.
Yes, you are.
And I will tell you, I am having far more fun in this. And while the Maybach has better materials and it may present itself as a more luxurious car, because it kind of is, I just don't have, look at this Delta plane coming in.
Yes.
I just don't have the same sensation of joy that this is giving me. And I don't know how, you can't replace that.
The Alpina is about the same price too. It's a little bit cheaper, like 10 grand cheaper.
You know, people that spend a lot of money on vacations and stuff, and they're like, dude, I'm not so worried about things, I want to pay for experiences. I feel like this is the breaking point of those things, where you're getting a thing and it's an experience.
Yeah.
And people who really like fun experiences will enjoy this thing, which is kind of an odd outlier in the auto world, because you just don't expect it. It seems a little silly. I remember when it came out, it was right when gas prices went crazy, and people were like, oh my god, how irresponsible of them to launch this like 8 mile per gallon SUV right now. And now we've had so much fun playing with this for the weekend.
Really have. Yeah.
And it hasn't gotten old. The only thing that's gotten old are the doors.
Yes. Yep. Just Jeep it. Take them off. Get rid of them.
All right, we're going to go into V mode.
There you go.
And we're going to get ready for some tunnels. And then crack the windows when we get there, just so we can be slightly obnoxious.
This does bridge the gap very well between thing and experience. You're very right on that.
I think that's what you're paying for.
Yeah.
Because if you look at it just as a thing, the money doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. But when you look at it as an experience that you pretty much can't find anywhere else, that's when this starts to make a lot more sense. And it's just very American.
It is. I mean, GM doesn't even make the sports car version of this anymore. They don't make the Camaro ZL1. So this is it, unless you get a Corvette. And I don't think the Corvette sounds as cool as this.
Not even close.
That's the rear climate that you're hearing.
Oh yeah, that's very loud. A little crack of these windows.
You're gonna drop yourself off, and then they're gonna come arrest me.
Bye, Chris.
Bye. Have fun.
Good luck in court. I just like can't believe these shifts. Let's see, we're going here.
Yep. Departures.
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 I'm gonna be wicked departed in about 25 minutes. Oh my goodness, what a weekend. What a way to end it. A little Culvers running an Escalade V with one of my best friends in the whole wide world. And the next time I'm gonna see you is officiating your wedding in about 69 days.
Nice.
So yeah.
Can't beat it, baby.
Can't beat it, baby.
This is it.
Oh my goodness. Well, here we are, back to DTW, which is basically my other home airport.
Pretty much.
And
You're leaving even though no one wants you to leave. But it's
yeah,
fine.
I'm gonna go get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Don't forget to respect the drive. And I will see you in the next one. We're gonna let this fella get out here. That bus is gonna get mad at me unless he's gonna stick around for a second. We'll do this. We'll just go right here. All right, I'm out. Special addendum, we have another Escalade V in the same color, G and Stone, and that's the ESV. That's the long boy. Oh my God, are you kidding me? That's so sick. Listen to it. Wow, can you believe that? What are the odds? What are the odds, dude?
I need a photo.
That's nuts.
Will the power door hit the concrete? Ooh.
Wow, that was tight. Oh, he's leaving.
No!
Dude, that's so sick.